The Prix de Diane is next. This is the French Oaks, of course. 1 mile, 2.5 furlongs. Group 1 for 3-year-old fillies. Bubbling Hideaway at the top for Derek Hinton. Delta Blues for Paul Parsons. Empress of Versailles for Paul Rhodes. Has also got Hawksmere, Ranger Finder, Joshua Sutherland, Turkmenistan for Dan Hughes, and he's also got Valento Girl. So just 7 in this again. Pretty disappointing fields for these races today. They're away and racing. And who's going to be the one to try and take them on this time? Dan Hughes has got 2, Paul Rhodes has got 2. And it's going to be Hawksmere down on this near side from Dan Hughes' grey Turkmenistan, and Turkmenistan has now gone on from Delta Blues in second, and then Hawksmere down on this near side. Right over on the far side is Ranger Finder, on the inside of that one Bubbling Hideaway. The back 2 are Valento Girl, and finally Empress of Versailles, the back marker. But it's Turkmenistan who leads by 2 lengths to in second place Bubbling Hideaway on the outside of Hawksmere, then Delta Blues, then comes Ranger Finder, and then still at the back Valento Girl and Empress of Versailles. They've got 7 furlongs left to go in this, the French Oaks, the Prix de Diane, and it's Turkmenistan who's in the lead, leading by 2 lengths to Bubbling Hideaway in second. And then Delta Blues on the outside of Hawksmere with a yellow cap. On the wide outside, Ranger Finder is now starting to make a forward move. Behind them, Empress of Versailles, and finally Valento Girl. But it's the grey Turkmenistan who continues to show the way, leading by a good 2.5 lengths to Bubbling Hideaway in second. Then down on this near side, Hawksmere with, on that one's outside, Delta Blues. Wide of that one is Ranger Finder. The back to her, Empress of Versailles and Valento Girl. Past the 4 they go, and the grey continues to lead. For Dan Hughes, Turkmenistan it is. Hawksmere is in second, then comes Ranger Finder and Delta Blues. Bubbling Hideaway's running himself into a bit of a cul-de-sac. The back 2 are going to try and come wide. They've got a lot of work to do with 2.5 to go, and it's Turkmenistan who's kicked on again. 4 clear now of Hawksmere in second. Bubbling Hideaway is next, then comes Delta Blues, Ranger Finder, Valento Girl and Empress of Versailles trying to run on, but it's Turkmenistan who's now beginning to tie up. Here comes Hawksmere on the outside with a furlong to go. Hawksmere comes to challenge for the lead, and Hawksmere sweeps past Turkmenistan, but now Delta Blues and Ranger Finder are looming, and they're beginning to challenge for the lead now, and it's just going to be Delta Blues. Delta Blues takes it up immediately, pressed by Ranger Finder. Delta Blues just, I think. And Paul Parsons may have been touched off in the Derby yesterday, but he's got a decent consolation with the French Oaks. But there's a steward's inquiry. There is a steward's inquiry, but nothing's happened about it. And it's Delta Blues that takes it for Paul Parsons. Ranger Finder for Joshua Sutherland was second. Valento Girl for Dan Hughes third. Hawksmere for Paul Rhodes was fourth, and Paul also took fifth with Empress of Versailles. So I'll pass you over to the winning trainer, the trainer who's just won the French Oaks, the Prix de Diane. Paul Parsons, he's at Southall, I think, or somewhere where they've gone wrong with the track anyway.